Hi Capricorn, welcome to your March 2025 reading, and let's extend this to cover the entire eclipse season portal. So let's look at what has been coming up for you since February 27th. Let's bring this through the month of March and into around the 13th of April. A lot going on in the collective astrology at the moment. 2 eclipses yet to still happen this month in March, as well as a Mercury retrograde, which is on cue to begin right after the first eclipse in Virgo. And Venus is retrograde now too. So, Ace of Cups, what about that Venus retrograde? What's beginning for you in terms of partnership? What's coming back around in terms of exes or people from the past? What is starting to feel more aligned again, like your values are being cherished, like you yourself are being fallen in love with all over again, and you're starting to see your lovability through the eyes of another. It might be through the eyes of a child, your spouse, a family member. It might be that you are feeling more connected to something more benevolent. This is potentially falling in love with art or nature, creative self-expression. Maybe you have decided to bring something into the world creatively, to birth something. You might even be in the conception phase of an idea, of a project, or something else. Let's see what's coming through for you now, Capricorn, on the cards for this 6-week eclipse season portal. I'd like to let you know that if this reading ends up resonating with you, I'll link the extended where we'll be going even deeper right below, okay? The 2 of Cups. So we had the Ace pop out of the deck, and now here's the 2 of Cups. How beautiful is this? How synchronized, how in tune with one another you may feel at this time. Of course, this doesn't have to be that your romantic world is all-encompassing or very divine right now. You might be coming into an agreement phase of your life. You might be coming into a promises being honored phase of your life. Taking under the wing, you being taken under the wing, you taking someone else under the wing. The High Priestess is also too, so you've got choices to make around relationships now, and I think you can truly trust in your inner knowing and your intuition that this is a good thing, that this is safe, that your body and nervous system speaks for itself. I think you know that you can trust this person. I think you know, be it family member, relationship, business, whatever, friendship, you know that this is a good person for you. You've taken your time, in Capricorn fashion, you've thoroughly vetted, but you've also been vetted, and I would expect nothing less. If I'm going to be vetting somebody, I sure as hell want them to make sure that they're keeping a close eye on me too. So you guys keep each other accountable, but it's very growth oriented, and also there's a lot of connection in your world. Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is exciting to see that good things are continuing to happen and flow for you. 6 of Coins, recent past is the 6 of Cups in reverse, so that's quite different in terms of relationships recently, and that's kind of feeling like you don't belong with certain people anymore. The 6 of Cups is often about past, even past life, you know, so this could be just that certain karmic connections and ties are now being severed, and you'll be finding more balance and equilibrium with the Moon in Libra, the 2 of Swords. The Moon in Libra around the 12th of April is actually going to be the finishing segment of this eclipse season portal. So that's important to note. Also the fact that we've got all these 2s coming up, 2 of Cups, the High Priestess, and the 2 of Swords. Anyway, the King of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the 4 of Coins, and your energy twice. Sun in Capricorn, 4 of Coins, and the Queen of Coins, which is cardinal Earth, for me at least. A lot to unpack. 2 Queens would tell me that relationships with women this month are really important to you. There is a person in your environment. She wants to help you see the truth, wants to help you elevate, rise up, soar, and be free from current limitations. This is somebody who could be a professional that you work with. This could be somebody in your circle. They don't have to be an air sign or somebody with heavy Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, but there's a sort of ethereal quality to them. There seems to be some sort of an auric field that when you're in company with them, you feel like you feel this connection. You feel that this is a good thing. This is a good vibe in your environment. You know, simply, you know, other than that, quite simply, it might just be this angelic presence in your environment at the moment. You know, take it or leave it, but there is benevolence around you at this time. There is a quality of the divine. There's a quality of prayers being answered even for you at this time, Capricorn. So let's unpack this. From now on until the April 12th, right? Until the moon is in Libra, around April 12th. Not like much changes in terms of other than what you've already have started out. So like you have established something. That's what all these twos are about for me. Two is pretty early on in the sort of journey of the suits, right? If we were seeing a lot of 8s and 9s and even 10s, I'd think, okay, so you're probably coming towards the end of a cycle. You probably don't have as much flexibility to chop and change and make decisions around this. But no, that's not the case right here. I see that there are this sort of 2 energy. So with 2, there is still so much flexibility to chop and change, to pick another, to say yes, to say no, to change your mind again. There is so much flexibility in what it is that you're doing now. But all that really occurs, and I say all that really occurs during this simple eclipse season for you is this opportunity that comes through in the Wheel of Fortune fashion, which feels fated, which feels pretty, like these dolphins here, like once in a lifetime you get to see dolphins in their natural environment, you know, maybe not always depending where you live, but it's something special occurs, something memorable occurs between now and April 12th for you. And it seems to be all around what it is that you're already doing. So I don't see that this is now it's an add-on, it's a bonus, it's the wheel spinning and guess what, you won the prize. There's something that elevates this for you, that pushes it forward in terms of momentum. A lot of the times with the Wheel of Fortune, we're talking about things like synchronicity, destiny, fate, and sometimes if we find it hard to surrender to forces beyond our control, especially if we can't see them or prove them, then we can have a hard time relinquishing control and saying like, oh, let's see what happens. I think at this time in our world during eclipse season, there is a greater propensity for external forces or fate or destiny to ebb and flow in our daily life or in our reality. And that's just the nature of eclipse season, especially when I see the Wheel of Fortune coming up here as well. Something potentially very special, maybe even magical, maybe unexpected, and it really makes that experience, like you really say, oh, that was the highlight, or that was something that really, you know, it was the highlight of the trip, it was the highlight of the experience, it was the highlight of everything I've been doing. And this is happening between now and April 12th. So prepare for an amazing blessing, I guess. And not that things grind to a halt then when we move towards April 12th, although you do reach a sort of indecision or halt around how to continue this momentum, how to continue this flow. I'm tempted to see what's under the 8 of Cups here at the bottom of the deck, because it seems as though the next steps beyond April 12th are somewhat very mysterious still, and this reading is only going up to as far as that, so perhaps I'm not supposed to be able to read that yet. but I'm tempted to look under either. Okay, the 5 of Coins. Things do change from the April 12th onwards. Everything is always changing. We are kind of making our reality and are creating our future in the present. But you decide to leave something pretty much close to done, or leave something like as perfect as you can make it. Sure, you're always going to say, maybe I need another week, maybe I need another bit to add on to this. I think it's fine the way it is. I think you would only end up stressing yourself. I think you would only end up like running yourself into the ground, or depleting your resources, or depleting your momentum and your flow. As the South Node moves through Virgo, we are shedding our shadow energy in Virgo, our need for perfection, our unwillingness to move forward before everything is set to schedule and routine. Sometimes there has to be a dip into these, here we have Pisces here, these Piscean kind of unknown territories, and leave a little up to faith, leave a little up to chance, or potentially it even working out better than you kind of imagined. From around April 12th onwards, I think you're willing to just leave it be. It's good enough. It's great. It's perfect. It's maybe not perfect, but it's fine. It's good. It's going to work. And if you were to continue to beat this dead horse, you would start to have a physical like tiredness, or just feel depleted, or potentially even have a regret. That's what I'll leave with. We'll go from the bottom of the deck maybe in the extended. But yeah, let's get back to this 2 of Cups. Okay, so right now partnership and harmony is really important to you. It's really important that you gel well with those in your world. It's really important that you understand each other, and that effort is mutual. You come towards each other with certainly not like expectations of one another, but you come towards each other knowing that we're going to have a good time. We're going to leave this meeting, or this date night, or this conversation feeling understood, feeling uplifted. And the swans, I mean, there's just so much grace here, there's just so much beauty here, so it would tell me that matters of the heart are thriving for you right now. The High Priestess, you know, she is quite a mysterious energy. I think she has had her questions and doubts. She's also kind of like got her eyes closed and looking up to the moon, just like this 2 of Swords person has a blindfold on. It's telling me that like you are safe to trust in your intuition on this. This isn't suspicious, this isn't shady, this isn't like illegitimate. This feels good, and trust your body that this is good. And then this is something to do with the reward of trusting in your inner voice, and also in the reward of being open to another person in any capacity, friendship, business, romance. The Wheel of Fortune is suggesting that, you know what, here's Jupiter, so the sky is the limit, right? This is like potential by 100. And it is occurring within this window of time. So a certain highlight reward, we'll look into it a little deeper, of course. And you know, your subconscious mind, 6 of Coins and the 4 of Coins here, in hopes and fears. Your subconscious mind is being sensible, if not cautious. And what's the kind of idea is if like, you know, you'll be more pleased with what unfolds if you kind of don't have these wild expectations. That is the only trouble with Jupiter, right? When we're going through Jupiterian times, or having a transit in our chart where Jupiter is enhanced, we can almost be overly optimistic, if there is such a thing. At this time in your life, Capricorn, you understand the power of positive thinking, but your subconscious mind, maybe it's because you're Capricorn and you're Saturnian and more down to earth, your subconscious mind is saying like, this is great, we can trust, we can relax, and like, let's not self-sabotage. But there is still this kind of grounded earthy energy of like 6 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles. It's so much about like the balancing act here of our resources. Let's not overdo it, let's not overspend, let's not overindulge. Let's try to still find balance and And do the hard work, do the unattractive work, and do the sort of like nitty gritty behind the scenes, as well as enjoy all of the kind of magic that's in the air. And I kind of like that. I think it's just really balanced, and I think that's a good way to go about this. The Six of Cups in the reversal just tells me that you've had to cut ties with people from the past. Now, I know I said that this was like February, end of February, that I was reading this from. I will go back as far as to when Pluto left Capricorn in November of 2024. I don't know if anything happened for you then, but I think that was kind of a like extreme wake-up call in terms of any relationship or past life contract or childhood entanglement with family, with friends, with people we went to school with. There might have been a memory, a dream, there might have been you scrolling online and their profile popped up and you're like, oh yeah, what the hell, that person. There was something like that, and then for whatever reason in February, end of February, it came a little bit more clear to you that like that served its purpose, but that there has been a sort of like dwelling for you on a past connection. There's been a lot of dwelling. That's the shadow of Six of Cups, like nostalgia upright. We're looking through a photo album and it's so cute, and oh my god, remember they were that small. In the background, or sorry, in the reversal, it's like the kind of depressive energy that can come with being stuck in the past and stuck on a past connection. You're feeling safe, you're feeling subconsciously like, I'm prepared for this to take off. I feel grounded enough, I feel in harmony and balance enough to be delighted by what the universe has in store for me. Like, I can't wait to be spoiled, I can't wait for the universe to blow my mind, because you're not going to get swept up in something that is like spiralic and like has these crazy emotional highs and lows or ups and downs in the physical. You're like rooted in the Six of Coins, which is Moon and Taurus, super stable. Two of Swords, yeah, and I mean, we'll get, you know, basically looking forward to April 12th is just when there is this kind of like, now what do I do? Okay. King and Queen of Swords, I mean, great people working in your field, whatever kind of career aspirations and professional goals you have at this time. Like, you can see other people quite visibly crushing it, and therefore you know that you're on the right track, or you know that this is like something that you deem, at least for the collective, to need. These energies are Libran and Aquarian, so pretty humanitarian, pretty like applicable to society and to humans in general. There is something that is important with this, to be still the professional. To King of Swords from your highest self is like, have you decided firmly on what your look is? Have you decided? This is a pretty rigid energy, so to me there seems to be consequences at play at the moment between now and April 12th, where it's like you are deciding on certain qualities and aspects of this journey for you that are going to somewhat be set in stone. So I guess just like live and breathe it at the moment. Yeah, I think that, you know, I think then expect good things to happen with it overall. The Queen of Swords, so she's in your environment, kind of like somebody that you spend time with, strengthening your aura, an angel, maybe somebody you pray to, maybe just somebody in your world that, you know, together it's just like it could be a pet, it could be anybody that just, or anything that you feel like with this person, with this talisman, with this ideal, or in this relationship, like nothing can stop you. This is a very like conquering sort of looking person. Obviously very brave too, and courageous. That's coming through. And like the braveness and how gentle, like, you know, her delicate sleeves are, the angel wings, like to me it's like the courage of vulnerability, the courage of gentleness, of softness. I love it. And I mean, Capricorn, what have you got coming up? Because this looks like a glow up to me. I think that you're in this glow up era overall of mind, body, soul, really, but heavy on the body element or the physical appearance too. The Queen of Coins tells me that you have a certain outcome that you're trying to reach, where that you have X amount figure wise that you want to reach, you have square footage that you want to reach. What else is Queen of Coins? She's very good at kind of making a home from a house, or you know, the ingredients that you have, you're able to cook something super delicious. So there is a lot to do with enhancing the quality of experiences and yourself. When I see the Queen of Coins, she's thriving, she's got a great central pillar of integrity. So even though all that's happening, again, like all that's happening between now and April 12th is expecting a really big blessing to occur to highlight or push forward in a momentous fashion what it is you've already set into motion. Even though we're still at the twos, we're still kind of like starting out with something, but maybe deals have been signed, maybe negotiations are in the works, maybe something has already become pretty tangible after a series of choices. But I think that that's what's set to still occur now, and I feel like you kind of glow up from this experience, and we'll get deeper in the extended, so I'll link that below. If this is all you're sticking around for, consider subscribing. It would cost you nothing money wise, and I would really appreciate it, of course. Feel free to like and to share, that would also be great. Leave me a comment if it resonates. And until next time, I'll see you then. Bye.